Hello, and just wanted to run through a quick demo of the data export from Callidus. What you'll find, there's two things to note. One thing to notice is if you've got a file already open, there is no data consolidation. That file is what gets exported on its own. So if I've got this project here, and I've got a couple of rooms, a couple of materials on it, and I press the data consolidate, the Excel data, what it tells me is the current file will be exported on its own. When you press that button, it opens up into a wizard which steps you through a few options. So the next option is raw data or raw data formatted. These are various options for data that can be exported from Callidus. What you want at the moment is just pick the first one and ignore the other three. There's something that may come on later on, but the raw data is what should replicate what was coming out of Callidus beforehand in the older version. So I select that, press next, and then we get this screen here. Up here you've got material listing, material totals, room listing, and what these are this is telling Callidus which tables to export. So the material listing, if you're consolidating 10 plans, that will give you an entry for each time a material is encountered in each of the plans. So it gives you plan by plan how the materials are built up. The material total table just gives you one entry per material, so it doesn't matter whether it's been on one plan or 20 plans, you'll get a total for the material. And the room listing, that just gives you a list of rooms throughout all the plans. So those three options are the same as we had before, and again open files after creation, that was there before. The block of fields here, these are the fields that will be exported for the material tables, and these are the fields that will be exported for the room table. So I've just selected a few here. You can obviously change that and select whatever you want. I press finish and Excel is loaded on this system. One thing to note is that what we do is we just tell Windows to launch whatever program is associated with comma separated variable files, and in most cases that will be Excel, but I think possibly some people are using Lotus, in which case another program may open. But whatever program it is, it should format that into a table for you. And as you can see, I've got the material totals here. So I've got these two materials, carpet 2, carpet 3. I've got my net square yards, gross square yards, the wastage, the perimeter. So those are the fields that I asked for, and those are the fields I got. You will notice a change from the previous program in that we've put the units are in the column heading. So in here I've got net hyphen square yards. If, for example, I put in a tile in there and I'd wanted that to be in square feet, I would have got another column saying net hyphen square feet. But apart from that, you've got a block of data with the information into it, and from there it should be pretty much the same as it was before. If I'll just do that again just to show you the steps. Got the dialog box, select raw data, next. I can select, for example, if I say I want to know what the corner count is on those materials, then I press finish, and you should see now that I've got my internal and external corner count on those. Now if I run that function again without a file loaded, so I've got an empty plan, when I run that function it starts in a slightly different place, and I've got the option to select a folder which I can browse to, and I can include subfolders. And what that will do now is, well, when I press next, I go through the same steps as before. I can select the tables, I can select the data, but when I press finish it will run through all of those plans. Obviously it takes a bit longer, this process, because it's opening several plans, extracting the data, closing the plan, opening another plan. So there's quite a bit of work to go through, especially if there's a lot of files. And what you should get then is your data over here. So these are the rooms and these are the materials throughout those plans, and they're giving us the total data from there. And then what you can do, those are the totals of the materials. I can select through Excel and bring up the other one, which now brings me up the materials within those plans. And then I think I got the rooms out as well. Yeah, that now brings me up a list of all the rooms that was in those plans. And obviously, if you've got a lot of plans and they're quite big, that could be an extensive list. So that is the main features of the Excel consolidation. What I would suggest you do is just have a play with it and see what comes out, and see, you'll gradually think, well, these are the features, these are the fields I need, these are the tables I need. And once you've set it all, when you press the button, you'll get the same tables each time. So once you familiarize yourself with the tables that are in there and how they work, it should be fairly straightforward. If you've got problems, or you find that there's some change from the old system that is giving you trouble, just let me know, and we'll find a way around it. Because it is important that users can pretty much work in the same way as they've been working before, but inevitably there might be a couple of changes that we've missed along the way. But hope that helps, and let me know if you need anything else. Okay, cheerio, bye bye.